The Tenant of Wildfell Hall. Written by Bronte. Narrated by Zulaika, Mcewen. Introduction. In The Tenant of Wildfell Hall, Bronte wished to tell the truth, for truth always conveys its own moral to those who are able to receive it. With courage and tenacity, she set out to explode the romantic myths of the glamorous sinner, reformed or transformed by love, and of the long-suffering heroine destined to perfect fulfillment or sublime apotheosis. Anne's unrelenting, even fierce, clarity of moral vision makes The Tenant a sharp commentary on her sisters, Jane Eyre and Wuthering Heights. Yet to the lucidity of style evident in her own Agnes Grey are added an energy and imaginative heightening comparable to her sister's work. But the realism and force which impressed readers of The Tenant also caused shock and indignation, even among those reviewers who responded to the considerable abilities of its author. Recognizing the common quality of rough vigor in the whole batch of Bells, the Spectator found in Acton Bell's Tenant a morbid love for the coarse, not to say brutal. The Rambler praised the very considerable force and skill of the narrative, but deplored scenes of the most disgusting and revolting species. Charles Kingsley, writing in Fraser's Magazine, approved of Anne's courage in creating a powerful and an interesting book, and believed that we should thank any author who exposed the foul and accursed undercurrents beneath smug, respectable, whitewashed English society. But he too criticized its unnecessary coarseness and its occasional splenetic and bitter tone. For the Sharp's London Magazine reviewer, the powerful interest and talent of the novel were to be positively deplored, since they might actually induce lady readers to peruse it. So revolting are many of the scenes, so coarse and disgusting the language put into the mouths of some of the characters, that the reviewer to whom we entrusted it returned it to us, saying it was unfit to be noticed in the pages of Sharp. Puzzled by the combination of this grossness with the excellent moral of the tale, the reviewer could not decide whether Acton Bell was a man or a woman. A possible solution of the enigma is that it may be the production of an authoress assisted by her husband, or some other male friend. It is, on the face of it, astonishing that The Tenant should have been written by the youngest of the Bronte sisters. The dear, gentle Anne, described by Ellen Nussey, the poor child who, at the age of 19, was so hesitant in speech that Charlotte Bronte feared Anne's employer, Mrs. Ingham, would think she had a natural impediment. A decade later, with her poems and 2 novels to her credit, Anne seemed to the London publisher, George Smith, gentle, quiet, rather subdued, with a manner curiously expressive of a wish for protection and encouragement, a kind of constant appeal which invited sympathy. Anne's preface to the 2nd edition of The Tenant makes clear her motives for writing about scenes and people that seem so uncongenial to her retiring personality. She is spurred on by personal observation of characters, like the unhappy scapegrace
Sample complete. Ready to continue?